All right, y'all. You at Twin City Firewood. Thank you for coming. We're glad you're here. Me and Crew's been easing around on our little hogs, putting some miles on them. His little brother got this one for his birthday this weekend. I was splitting wood early Saturday morning right back there, and I had just split up a few rounds, reached over to grab my next round, and there was a baby copperhead snake on it. Trying to get a little splitting done, and I went to grab this round right here. Look who was sitting on top of it. Y'all be careful out there. We're right by a creek bank. That's a pretty good sized creek right there. And we've got a creek on three sides of our little property here. And so it happens to me a handful of times a year, but it's normally not those poisonous bad dudes like that one was. And then old Pumpkin, he took down a great big white oak tree. I'll show you some clips of that. He hired a crane to help him get it down because it was in a cemetery. Had a Confederate monument right there by it too. So he didn't have much of a landing. Pumpkin, he does a fine job. He's one of them fellas. He's excellent at what he does. And so me and old Crew's gonna slap the grapple on the tractor and do a little sorting, a little clean up, throw it in the burn pile, and then put what we want to keep in stock on the shelves. We'll show you what we mean. Crew's gonna do some fine camera work for me. that grapple just does a fine job of raking up that loose stuff. That's why I like these tines. When the grapple is actually flat on the ground, those tines are turned up. And so when you get them at that angle right there, man, they just act like a rake. And I prefer the double cylinder. I'm not sure what you actually call it. I just like it better for unbalanced loads. But we got one of these at work, except it's I think it's 6 inches wider. It's on a Kioti 5510 in X series. But just for raking up and stuff, that grapple just, man, it shines. And if you're getting tree service loads and you get some brush in it, this is where it really comes in handy. What I'll do is I'll set me some that I like, get me some grabs set aside, and instead of me just going back and forth, I'll make me some better grabs there and go to my stockpile over there. These right here, they're a little on the bigger side. I'll probably just bring a saw down here and cut up what I want to keep and throw what I don't want in that big old burn pile. These are 2 dump truck loads that Pumpkin brought me. And once I get this one and that one set over there, I'll show you how much it made when I've got it staged up on it. And I did throw a little bit in the burn pile. I know some of y'all would keep, but man, it ain't worth it. Well, I lost my helper, my cameraman, and my bike riding buddy. He's doing homework up at the house. But well, this is some red oak, got some hickory back there, and this is what I got in those 2 loads that Pumpkin brought me from that big old white oak job. When he brings me a load, it's usually quite a bit. And this was 2 loads here. It had a little bit of brush and some big stuff and some small stuff, but this is what I mainly kept. A few big logs over there by the burn pile. You can see what's fresh about from that point this away. The rest of it is mostly white oak, a little bit of red oak in the back. And then I got another couple runners over here. It's got some sassafras right there in the front and some pecan back there in the back. I don't much like working pecan with my super splitter. I don't think my super splitter much likes it either. It's sort of tough, so I've been putting that pile off. What I'm aiming at here is if you got a good tree service and if he's bringing you sticks, you know, you don't really need a grapple. I'm not saying that you need one. And I admire people that do what they can with what they have on hand. I respect that a lot. My daddy's like that. I'm blessed. I've got some nice tools. I'm just saying that for a firewood guy, a grapple is a tractor's best friend, especially if you're dealing with tree service wood. You know, I know a lot of guys get tree service loads brought to them and they're in clean sticks. That's great. You know, you could manage with forks on that. And forks, I know people say you can do whatever with forks that a grapple will do. I'm sure that's true, but by gosh, you can't do it as easy. You just can't. You can't rake up a pile like that. Or at least maybe somebody out there can, but I'm just telling you, grapple there's nothing like having the right tool for the job. And grapples are just fun to operate, man. I love it. I sold a little 6x12 trailer a couple years ago and bought them grapples. I think I gave $1,100 plus tax. I bought my set of grapples from MTL Attachments, and we've also bought 2 more grapples at my work from the same company and a set of pallet forks. No complaints at all. They're great. They make some heavy duty grapples. I've seen some out there that are lighter weight grapples and more money. So if anybody is out there, I haven't priced them lately, but if anybody's out there looking, definitely check out MTL Attachments. That's just my opinion. I like those, I call them brush grapples. We have a flat bottom style too, and it doesn't work as well. If anybody's interested, I can send you pictures of those. But that turned, I know Jenin over at 765 guys, he got a new grapple and he has the tines that are turned up. I think he's really pleased with it. Mike over there at K&L's got a new grapple. I call those the clamshell style. I think they work good too. Any which way, I appreciate y'all's time with us. I appreciate y'all liking, subscribing, whatever it is you feel like doing. But just thank you for spending a little time with us. I hope you'll be back. I hope that each one of y'all are blessed. And I hope you be a blessing. See y'all.
I gotta fix it. Here's some bumps. Here comes the tree. I should keep it up. We're not gonna go through there.